Hey guys, welcome to the AEW All Out Predictions. Today we're going to have myself, along with my co-host Shadow. We're going to have special appearances by our flesh-eating alien, Flesh. We have our resident Frenchman, MJF, and our pal, Freak. So, just want to say welcome to everybody. How's everybody doing?
What is going on, guys?
So, let me...
AEW, got to bring in the legend, Brody Lee.
So I don't have Shadow up on camera yet. I'm going to get that set up right now. It'll take a little bit of time.
Let me know when I'm on there. I'll show to get in.
Yep. Sorry, I had to get it all set up. Wasn't sure if he was going to do. Hold on, I got to get back to that.
I'm just turning off my camera for 1 second. I need to set up something in the background.
Of course, it's not gonna cooperate with me right now. All right, guys. Hey, Dodge. How are we doing today? Thank you for joining. So tonight we're going to be going over all the matches that are coming up, as well as some predictions that we think will happen. What are you most looking forward to, Flesh?
For me, I'm looking forward to a few things, starting with the retirement match. I like to see if Jericho can pull it out, or if maybe he is done. As well as CM Punk coming back. I mean, it's been, 7 years?
It has been.
Really looking forward to seeing it.
It has been 7 years, and we got our camera up, so Shadow, you are visible for everybody. Showing off his John Huber shirt in memory of Brody Lee.
Beautiful.
Shadow, what are you most looking forward to tonight?
What's up, guys?
Hey, MJF, what's going on?
Yeah, man. Featuring me too. So,
little bit of a Spidey connection going on over there, but I'm sure we'll get it figured out.
we're all far away. Flash, go for yourself.
I'm definitely looking forward to the re-debut, I guess, of CM Punk. It's been forever. And I think that it's been enough time that we're all excited to see it. And a couple other surprises are supposed to be coming. So I'm just excited for the show altogether.
I'm actually looking most forward to the tag match. I want to see what the Young Bucks and Lucha Bros can do inside that cage. Because I know they like to do a lot of flips and everything else and go outside the ring. I want to see how they can survive being confined to a specific area. So that's what I'm looking forward to.
Should be a good match. I think it'd be really good here.
So let's start off with the first match. We'll go into, of course, so now that doesn't work. 1 second.
Please stand by while we deal with technical difficulties.
It's because I left
This
the chat.
podcast brought to you by Mountain Dew Cake Smash.
So the first match we're going to go over is going to be the Paul White and QT Marshall. What are your thoughts on this, Shadow?
I don't really have much thoughts on this because we're just letting the big show, or excuse me, Paul White come back and wrestle. So I'm overseeing the older guys, but I feel like QT is going to come out on top, obviously.
MJF, what do you think?
Paul White's gonna win this, but we might see QT having some help, having some backups with the gun club heel turn.
I was gonna say
I don't know.
you think we're gonna see the Gun Club again tonight?
I think so, but I think Paul White is just gonna destroy them. Or he might have some help from I don't know who, but he might have some help.
What about you, Flesh?
We might.
No, I definitely think UT's gonna win this. He has too much backup behind him to lose the match, and plus he's actually on the rise. I mean, he's definitely a heel, but I really like him. I think he plays a very good heel as well. So I think he's gonna pull this one out.
Paul White might call Kane up.
It's possible. You never know.
It's possible. Never know. Like I think I voted for Paul White, but I think QT's gonna come up.
Do you think Paul White brings some backup with him?
I think so. I don't know.
I mean-
but I think he's gonna have some backup.
If he has the backup, who's he gonna get? Mark Henry?
I mean,
Yeah,
you could get Mark Henry, but there are rumors floating around that the Butcher is back, and he's in Chicago. So what if he brought out Butcher and Blade?
Yeah, but I think Butcher
I think
Wolf's better like with Alice Black or.
Just throwing it out there. I'm not sure if that's something that he would actually work together, but I think Paul White's gonna win. It's his first match in AEW.
Yeah, for the fans.
I think they're going to give the fans a feel-good moment with him. I mean, obviously they're going to give him a bunch of feel-good moments tonight, but I just think Paul's going to win. Next, we want to move over to this 10-man tag match. I'll start off with this one. I think that we're going to see Best Friends and Jurassic Express come out on top. Jurassic Express just has so much momentum going right now for them. I don't see them losing any of that in this match at all.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, it makes sense. Nothing.
Hardy. That was whatever, aren't they?
Yeah, Hardy family, whatever it is. I think that's
Yeah, I want to
Hardy family, TH2, I think.
yeah.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure I was right.
No, you were right,
Things changed so much, right? So,
but it's the Hardy family is quickly forgettable. So, in my opinion, at least, I'd rather see Jurassic Express do well.
Yeah.
yeah, well, Jurassic. I like Jurassic Express as well. So, as much as I love Matt, but now it'll be Jurassic.
Yeah, it's gonna get a pop for the crowd too.
Definitely.
Before the show itself.
The 10-man, that's the one that's on the buy-in now, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, because they moved the Battle Royale off the buy-in because of the Andrade match being canceled.
Yeah, makes
Right.
sense. I do think we're gonna have like a surprise match with Andrade.
I mean, he was teasing it on Twitter, saying Andrade versus question mark. I think that could be the
Yeah.
perfect spot for a debut. But that's just me.
Totally, but I
Yeah,
don't know who.
100%.
Who? Who would debut? Is that what you said?
I know. I just
I
don't
think
know
it's gonna
who.
be Brian. I think
This
it's Brian.
one right here. Yes is back. That's the shirt I'm wearing tonight. He's coming up, and I think he's gonna come out. And I think he actually would beat Andrade in the match if he did face him.
Yeah.
Let's
think
not
that's
get
a
it twisted.
perfect
It's not the
debut
yes
for
is
him.
back.
I couldn't. That's the shirt I have.
American Dragon is back.
This is the shirt I have.
Yeah.
So you got to deal with what I got,
Yes
buddy.
movement, it's gone.
The yes movement
Yes,
is.
we
God,
stayed
it's
back.
all American
Re-
Dragon now.
Are we sure the yes movement is gone? Because a week ago it
There's
happened,
still gonna chance.
and CM Punk said, "That's not my shit." Well, see, you just have to be a little bit more patient for him. So, you know what's going to happen.
Fair enough.
He-
Fair enough.
As much as I get the final countdown as a team sign, I'm all good.
I mean, I know he was supposed to return in Long Island at Arthur Ashe in Queens, but I heard all the rumors are pointing to them moving it up to tonight.
Well, they want to keep the momentum going, right? So, which I don't blame them. It's not a bad idea.
Yeah, it makes sense.
I mean, they haven't lost a little momentum since Punk came on, but it's not much. They just want to keep it going, keep it with surprises, because they know that's what the fan wants. The fans want.
I just want to throw this out here that this is the first time we've done the podcast, and all the members involved are representing different factions within our community.
Oh, that is true. Yeah, we have a Discord server. I threw the link in the chat. It has we do yearly predictions with it, where we have individual predictions as well as the factions. So that's what Shadow was referring to in regards to each of us being in a different faction. Essentially, I think we're actually the 4 leaders of these factions because we're the ones that came up with them.
Yeah, I believe so.
So,
because the nightmare.
Well, I know MJF. MJF has a special guest with him in his house, which is the Freak Show, who's actually in my faction, the Undisputed Era. Boom.
yeah. All right.
Oh, there's some collusion happening now.
So that's what he's referring to. It's something that we do for our community. At the end of the year, we do give out a prize for the winner. The winner does win. The winner does win a ring. It is this ring right here. It is for in honor of one of our fallen members of the community. He passed away sadly 2.5 years ago, and we do this in honor of him. All right, let's move on to the next match. The retirement match.
Is it that match or the Mox match next?
We could do a Moxley one. Either I don't have that in front of me because that's why I went to look before and I couldn't remember what I wrote down. And that's when you.
Next.
All right, so.
Yeah, I have the list.
Perfect. So Moxley. I don't get the point of this match. Is it just to get Moxley on the card?
Probably. Because I think he is leaving soon to deal with the baby coming, right?
No,
give him as much TV time.
I don't know. He just won another title. He just won another title last night in GCW. He took the title off Cardona. It's like, I don't know. What's more important to him, Cardona? Like,
well, I mean, his new gimmick right now is basically he does whatever he wants, goes wherever he wants, and takes what he wants. So I think he's just trying to spread himself out all over the map, taking out whoever's in his way.
Right.
Yeah, and he essentially called out Nick Cage, saying, "If you want this, you know where to find me."
Right. Yeah, I think he's just enjoying himself and going where he wants.
Good for him.
I don't see this match happening any other way besides Moxley winning. That's just me, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see Mox winning too.
I don't know what happened to Shadow.
It's just my connection went through here. I can hear everybody fine again.
So yeah, I think we're all in agreement that Moxley's going to be winning this.
Yeah, I do see maybe a surprise from Japan at the end of the match.
You think the one that he's actually been calling out is going to show up?
It's gonna be tough because I think he had a match in Japan yesterday, so I don't.
Oh, he had the match this morning essentially. Didn't it go on?
We could see maybe. Yeah, but.
I was gonna say, wasn't it happening at like 4 a.m. our time this morning?
Yeah, he could make it time, but I can't see like a deal package maybe, or something like that.
Yeah, all right. Fair enough. So next we have the retirement match.
Yes. The retirement match, the storyline between MJF and Jericho has just been great. It's great storytelling to a T. And as much as I love watching Jericho do what he does, I think it's time for him to pass the torch on to MJF. MJF has proved himself to be that top level that they need him to be. He's only going to get better.
Yeah, I see MJF winning too.
He's better than us, and we know it, right? It's just that simple.
Right.
Exactly, and
I guess I'm the only one that really doesn't like this story. I just want it to
Really?
be. I just want it to be done with. It's so overdone. It's been going on for how long? He just lost to him, and now he's fighting him again. Like, I don't know. He's 0-3. He's 0-3 against him. Like, just lose, go away. You have your Fozzy tour coming up. Do your Jericho cruise in October or whatever, and then come back for commentary when you're done.
Jericho just played a show last night with Fozzy, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Could be back, or he could be back as a heel maybe in 3-4 months.
Yeah, he needs some time off. He's been carrying a lot of the torch
Yeah.
of AEW since the beginning, right? So
Yeah.
So you think he's gonna win?
no,
No.
no.
I see them writing him up. I just.
It might be. It could also be a no finish, and just make them both look
Yeah.
strong. And send
But
Jericho
that
off on his way for a bit.
This
and
is
then
But
reignite it.
This is a match we need to finish. We need it done with. You need to decide:
Yeah.
is Jericho done or is he not?
Yeah.
Not like
So
not leaving it up
Yeah,
for there.
Jericho is If he
or
is
else,
done,
or else the storyline
take
is
over
gonna,
the Inner
or
Circle.
else the
Well, Jericho could still run the Inner Circle. He doesn't need to be a wrestler.
right, but I'm sure he'll be away on tour and things like that. But does the Inner Circle break apart? Because it does look like Sammy Guevara has been kind of distanced himself.
even
But if he
Adam
becomes the
Powerful.
leader,
But I mean,
Yeah,
I
like,
do
the
Inner
think it's
Circle
time
keeps Jericho down.
has to work.
No.
Right.
We haven't seen the Inner Circle like together for like quite some time.
Right.
Yeah, I mean,
That's what I'm saying. I mean,
Inner Circle come out and interfere and beat the crap out of Jericho. We don't know.
could that be the way that he loses?
really.
They turn on
Could
him.
be.
That
And
would
then
be
they
good.
join MJF faction. Who knows? Like, there's so
They
but I
many
could
think
turn
it
on
will-
him and
Yeah, whatever happened with the Pinnacle?
nothing.
That's it.
Disappeared.
It just
probably died.
up and left after Blood and Guts, because really haven't mentioned
Yeah.
it at all.
Well,
Yeah,
they reached the
uh,
pinnacle of what they were gonna do. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I think MJF is gonna win, and we won't see Jericho for quite some time.
Yeah.
And then when he comes back, he'll be on commentary for Rampage.
Yeah, I mean, I
Probably,
think it's time right now. I mean, the kid's only 25 years old, and he's got a long career. ahead
But
of him.
he doesn't even need this. Like that's why I don't. That's why it doesn't appeal to me. Like MJF
I
doesn't
agree.
need he doesn't need this. He just beat him. He doesn't need to beat him again for a fourth time. And they're relying on so many different things from the past in order to build this feud. It's like build something that you're going to use now. Don't rely on what was done already. Like that's the only thing that annoys me about this feud is like they went with the older people. MJF wearing the shirt, the 3-0 shirt. That was a throwback shirt to what Jericho did. So it's just like they're trying to tie in too much of the old thing, trying to bring those people back into wrestling by doing this, but I don't know if it's working. They need to worry about building their crowd now. I know they do well with the demo and everything on the ratings, but you need to cater to those fans, not to the ones that have never seen that.
But I think if MJF wins against Jericho, he's gonna be like a huge star, huge mainstream star. That's the thing too.
I think if
Yeah,
MJF
you
does
keep
beat
building
Jericho,
them
it
up.
slingshots him into the AEW picture, title picture.
Mm-hmm.
He's not that
That's the
level for me yet. He's getting there, but I think if he beats Jericho, that sends him over. That puts him
Yeah,
over
exactly.
enough to be a bona fide heavyweight contender.
Shadow, what's next on our list?
The next one on the list is the TNT.
All right. What's your thoughts on that one?
Let's get MJF to start it off.
I think we might see a time limit draw here. That's my guess. So they can run back that match in New York and make Kingston win that match in his hometown.
Yeah, it's what a lot of people are saying. That's what I was reading today.
But at the same time, Miro's gimmick just started, and it won't make sense if he wins, and it won't make Kingston look bad because it's Kingston.
I personally think that the match it's going to end with Miro winning, but it's not going to be a clean finish. So it sets up the door for the rematch.
That could be it too.
Could we see interference in this match? Possibly by a special woman, a wife.
Lana?
Yeah.
Ooh, CJ could
Or-
show up. I think her 90 days is up.
The other person, that could interfere, Kip Sabian,
Yeah.
because he's supposedly back from injury as well. He's another person that's been reported in Chicago.
Yeah, he wasn't
agree. I don't think
the
this
fan
is
fest.
done.
He was at the fan fest yesterday with a brown bag in his head.
Yeah, I just want to see Kingston win the belt. Like,
Yeah, me too.
I
At the end of
hope it's tonight, but I think I might have to go change my predictions on some of these things.
Isn't it locked now?
Nope,
Uh,
I got a half hour left, buddy.
all right. But
Why you wanted to do
yeah,
this?
yeah, right. He wants to distract us all so we can go and get our opinions. That's all.
Nah, this is the only one that I'm not certain on my answer. This is the toughest one. This is the only one that's like up there. I still want
Miro
it.
wins. Sorry, go
yeah,
ahead.
All right, that's what you guys think. What's
I
next?
think
think he
Miro
wins,
wins,
but
but
it's
it's
not
not a
over.
clean finish.
I see something happening that we're gonna have a rematch after that.
That's why I say it's
And
not going
then-
to be clean, right?
Yeah, and there Kingston might win his hometown and get a good spot at the show. In New York.
If you want to maximize your money between this two, having Kingston win in his hometown is key.
Yeah, but
Because you're going to have people hopping for that, right?
here's the problem.
Totally.
If AEW is known for having people always win in their hometown, they'll become very predictable.
Fair enough.
And right now,
I mean,
every time somebody is in their hometown, that person has gone over and won that match that they've been in, or they've had a great.
Okay, so
So
To be honest.
so what if they have Kingston win tonight and then have Miro absolutely destroy him at home?
I mean, I don't think that's going to happen. I'm just saying, if they get into that habit of doing it too much, they might become
Right.
overly predictable. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, fair enough. The next match is Punk and Darby Allin. Flesh, how about you start us off?
this is definitely gonna be a good match, I believe. Maybe it was the full time to set up another one.
Okay.
But if it does actually finish out, this will be a good match for CM Punk.
Yeah, I see.
All right.
I see CM Punk winning. Darby doesn't need that win. He's that type of gimmick that doesn't need a win to be special.
No, I get that, but Punk doesn't need to win either. To be
Yes,
special.
he does. Punk needs to win more than Darby right now.
Yeah.
Punk needs to win in order to prove to himself that he can still do it.
Exactly.
Darby
don't-
Darby doesn't need the win. He just needs to go toe to toe with CM Punk and come close, and it'll still give Darby the rub, even if he loses.
Okay, yeah. I picked Punk to win this match either way because I'm a Punk mark, but
And it's in his hometown.
I'm just being
Yeah,
honest. I'm a
exactly.
Punk mark, right? So love the guy since way back.
And I think that's why they put Darby as his first opponent, because he can take it a L, he's popular with the mainstream media, and he's gonna do special for Punk to win it against
Right.
against Darby.
Well, that, and I'm sure Punk wants to do a few big spots being back, right? So having Darby in that helps him because Darby's willing to pretty much do everything Jeff Hardy used to do a few decades ago.
Yeah, Darby's gonna do crazy stuff. That's for sure.
Right. So you give Punk and Darby the time, they're gonna make something special out of this.
Yeah, I think they're gonna. It all depends on how the show goes on, but I think they're gonna give them time to go on.
So
Maybe more than 15 minutes, something like that.
my question for this is: has anybody ever kicked out of the coffin drop?
Yeah. Yes, I think.
I want to say yes.
I wasn't sure because I haven't really seen a lot of his matches. Is that something?
Cage?
If they haven't, if someone hasn't kicked out of it, I would not have Darby do it today.
I think Rudy kicked out of it, but I'm not sure.
But I think Punk's gonna win. He
Plus,
deserves it from coming back, but it doesn't hurt Darby if he loses.
No.
well, a lot of people want this match to happen, so maybe it's a DQ when somebody gets interfered with, and they both get dumped.
Yes.
There was a few people that did that.
At some point or another on this card, we're expecting Bryan Danielson, right? So
At the end.
Correct.
At the end for the main event. That's all.
somewhere it could be, but I'm just saying somewhere on the card he's coming out. We already all know it.
Yeah.
It's the worst kept
we're-
secret in professional wrestling right now.
No, the worst kept secret.
this
The worst kept secret was CM Punk.
Well, I said right
I mean,
now.
CM
to be
Punk
fair.
could win this. CM Punk could
And
win this, and then
Daniel-
Daniel
Jack
can
in.
come out and I mean, not even attack. I think he's gonna be a good guy. Maybe he just comes out. They do the whole face-to-face stare off and tell him that he's next.
Okay, Goldberg, calm down.
But yeah, I can see someone interfering in that match. Maybe 2.0, and then yes. But I don't think so. But maybe.
Yeah, I think Sting even said he won't be at ringside because he wants to give Darby his
Yeah,
moment.
exactly.
Right.
So
So
we're all
maybe
jumps in the
someone
back.
else. Maybe someone else gonna help. Maybe.
Right.
So we're all in consensus that Punk is winning, but nobody knows how.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
The
Like I said, Sting
the
will be
next-
all beat up.
fair enough. The next match on the docket is the tag titles.
Oh, I'm so hyped. I'm so hyped for this match. So hyped.
You started off. You're so hyped. You started off.
I know. I'm not enthusiastic normally about Young Bucks matches, but I just love the way that these two teams work together.
Yeah. that's
They
gonna
just-
be
they
match of
just-
the night, I think.
They just complement each other so well, and the fact that it's in a cage, like I said earlier, and it confines them to that, we're going to see things happen, as well as them. Somebody's probably going to go off the top of the cage if they have the opening. I'm not sure what type of cage they use, but someone's jumping off the top, and I'm all for it.
May someone protect Phoenix at all costs.
And I
I'm gonna
think,
take a super kick
And
off
I-
the top.
and I think we're going to see brand new champs tonight. Finally, someone's going to dethrone the Young Bucks.
Mistake. I would love it.
With that.
I don't think so. It can
I,
happen.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, you go ahead. I was gonna ask a question. I can't remember who the Bucks are fighting.
Lucha Bros.
Yeah, I don't think so. But if I know it's not gonna happen tonight, but if Adam Cole has to come back, it could be in that match. To help Young Bucks win.
So,
I know it's not gonna happen because he was on the WWE roster page today or something like that.
you saw what I posted in our server, right?
Sorry.
You saw the picture that I posted in our server?
Yeah, I saw it on Twitter too. But yeah,
He wasn't.
that's why
He
I'm not
was.
sure.
He wasn't there last week when I looked, and now he is. So something's up.
Yeah, it's curious.
Either,
But he can. I think he can show it anywhere, any time, any show.
And doesn't he have a Twitch stream tonight too that he was doing? Isn't that what else you've shown in the server?
Yeah, it's not a Twitch, but it's like a video of podcast with everybody's.
Yeah, but is it live or is it just a podcast?
No, it's just a podcast.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, no,
So I
that
think-
was already done.
I think he's not live tonight, so he might just check out the All Out tonight.
If he's gonna be there tonight,
That might be.
it will not be on camera. He'll be in the back with to celebrate with Britt
Yeah.
Baker, but he won't be on camera tonight. It's not the time for his debut. His debut would be to come at Arthur Ashe where Daniel Bryanson was gonna debut, and they pushed up Bryan, so now they're gonna
Yeah,
replace that with Cole and Arthur Ashe.
Yeah, I was just pitching this idea. Maybe it might happen. But yeah, I think I see Bucks win, and at the New York show we might see Santana and Ortiz win.
If the Young Bucks win tonight,
Does FTR have a match tonight? No.
no, I'm saying if Young Bucks win tonight, you think that PNP is gonna challenge them in New York and take the titles off from there?
That would be. I think it would be better because after that they can kick it a feud with Lucha Brothers after maybe.
So again, you want somebody to win the
That's
titles in their hometown area.
Yeah.
Okay,
I am
I just want to.
Young Bucks.
I'm just staying along and catching up with this to make sure that that's what's going on. Okay.
We're gonna go and just
I
stick
would
with
prefer
the
to have
Yeah.
I would prefer to have PNP win it, the title. But I'm a mark for PNP, so.
Let's go ahead. Right. We all
But
have
I would love the Champions to win two tonight. So,
That's the beauty of this, though.
We might
There's
see-
4 different opinions. Right.
yeah, it can go with the Brothers, it can go with Young Bucks. Since it's Young Bucks, I see someone helping. I don't know who, but they're gonna find a way to help it and win.
I'm sticking strict Young Bucks clean win. I'm saying clean win Young Bucks.
Yeah, match left here.
It's gonna be a good match, that's for sure.
All right. So let's go over this again. Flesh, your pick.
For that match, Young Bucks.
Scouts,
Lucha Bros, new tag champs.
MJF,
The Bucks debut.
Freak. His Freak's there.
Yeah, I'm doing.
And I'm gonna go with the Bucks.
Nice. Love being the oddball.
That's one way to describe it. Next up on the card is the casino. I think this is where we get some good surprises.
Yeah, maybe one
So-
or two.
So right now there was 21 competitors announced. One of them was taken out because she is injured. So now there is one open spot. So we are
I wonder who that could
we are
be.
guaranteed at least one mystery person. Whether it's outside the company. Yeah, I know who. That's what we're all thinking.
It could also be CJ.
No,
I mean,
no.
we all know who it's going to be, but you never know.
See, the only thing with Ruby Soho is all of her vignettes have been having her head to New York City, not to Chicago.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
did you
but
see
what
the-
if?
Did you see the last bit?
No, I didn't see the last one.
Because at the end, it has like an image and it says like next destination, and it has.
Oh, that's
Like
it has the 7 letters. Okay, fair enough. I saw
everyone saying it might be Chicago.
the picture of that. I
That's
just
what I'm
didn't see
thinking, too.
the vignette itself.
Well, it's still live.
I'm thinking she wins. Yeah, I think she shows up tonight. She wins, and then she goes to New York for her title shot, and boom.
Ooh, Britt Baker versus.
I don't think she wins.
You don't think so?
I think it's
Based off of history with AEW, whenever there is a big entrant and a surprise entrant into these things, they lose.
except for in Cage.
Yeah, I was gonna say, didn't Cage come in and absolutely destroy everybody? Like,
Cage won the Battle Royal,
But
wasn't that
might be
what-
the only thing.
wasn't that for the TNT title?
oh, that was the brass ring match, the one where it looked like a Sonic ring above the ring.
Yeah, the gold ring from Sonic.
Yeah. So interesting.
No, the brass ring is
Ethan Page came out. He lost. All Ego was brought in. He lost. You had who was the other one that was a big one that lost? There was a couple of them that they've debuted and then they've done nothing. I don't know.
Yeah,
I would like to see her win. I think Thunder Rosa is gonna win. That's my opinion on it.
Yeah, I agree with that because I don't want to see Ruby win and like lose in in 2 weeks.
Yeah, because they're not gonna.
Like useless.
They're so big about this win-loss record. I don't think they're gonna have somebody just come in and jump the gun. That's why I don't.
Yeah, exactly.
That's why I don't see Daniel Bryan attacking Omega tonight, which a lot of people are speculating that he will do.
I think he'll go after CM Punk more than he will Omega.
Exactly, but I'm saying like with AEW focused on that win-loss record, I don't think Soho's gonna win.
I could see Thunder Rosa.
What the?
But I could see like someone like Tay Conti or an Anna Jay win too.
Shadow. All right, so next match, there's someone behind him.
Oh,
The next match we have is we're going to lead right into the women's title match. I'm actually
again, I don't.
see.
Yeah, I'm going with.
you all right, Shadow?
Oh yeah, I'm fine. You're going with Britt, and I'm going with Britt.
Yeah.
DMD all the way.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I don't. She's too.
DMD,
They're so
man.
high on her. I don't see her lose for a long time, no matter who she faces.
Yeah.
I don't know. A lot of people are talking about Statlander winning.
I think she's the
Fun
face
fact.
right now of the company.
Oh,
on the side.
I agree. I don't think she's losing.
Fun fact about Chris, a buddy of mine that I play hockey with is actually her cousin.
Nice. That's nice.
It's mental.
Get some autos.
I tried to see if he'd give me an autograph, but they're not close. They're just cousins.
Fair enough.
That don't count.
I've seen pictures, so I know it's true.
Yeah, I think we're all in agreement on this one now.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
Miss
it's
Cole,
super
baby. Right?
It's crazy that Britt Baker is now more popular than Adam Cole in 2021.
Well, I mean,
She's
what do you
I mean,
expect?
Cole's
I
also
mean,
been on
she-
the circuit everywhere.
she's not.
But if you go that route, though, Cole's been on the circuit for what, almost 20 years at this point?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's gonna fade eventually, right? Especially
Yeah.
because he was in a faction for what, 5 years, where he wasn't really
Who was
the
the
champion and stuff.
Who was the top faction for that time?
Oh yeah, 100%. They ran the factions. Like I'd put that. Well, you know, I'm
Exactly.
undisputed mark too, right? But I love Adam Cole. He's gone. I have like almost nobody left in the other promotion that we're not talking about tonight. So, anyways, so everybody's in agreement that Britt takes the
Yes.
match.
Yep.
I believe it'll be competitive though. We can.
Yeah,
say
it's gonna
that.
be a good
I think.
match. I think they're gonna put a show.
I feel like it'll be a
Except
force
for I
match.
stand alone. I don't think it's gonna be a good match. I think it's gonna be a That it's full domination by Britt.
Okay. All right.
I think they're pushing her really hard right now.
That's fair. That's fair. So we have one more match left on the docket, and that is the AEW.
I don't.
Anybody want to start this off?
I mean, I'll start off with it. I'm sleep done with this one already. I'm picking. I love that guy. I don't care for Christian Cage. Never have. Never will. But I don't know. This storyline's kind of getting old for me anyway. So I mean, I'm hoping Kenny wins and they can move on, but I don't see this ending anytime soon. I think this is gonna keep on going for a little bit.
I'm gonna stick with my hometown buddy here because, well, I grew up not too far from them. I'm going Christian Cage, and I think they're giving him the rub at this point in his career to solidify himself. Like there's no reason to. Like he's a bona fide Hall of Famer at this point, in my opinion. But he's the one thing that's always evaded him. Really, would be that elusive big title. Like the big head of the company title.
I don't see Kenny losing right now.
Nope.
They gave Christian the win. They gave Christian the win for the Impact title just to make that match special. But I see Kenny winning tonight.
And I still even think that was the wrong. I still think that was the wrong call, but they put themselves into a corner having to do that. Once they announced that it was for the title, they put themselves in a corner where they had to do a title change, and they had to have him win, because there's no reason you're gonna have Omega beat him, and then have him face him again in 2.5 weeks. No reason.
Exactly. Yeah, I agree.
It was
I agree with that.
It was a dumb move by them, and the only way they should have done it to rectify that situation is make this match title for title. This way, Kenny can get it back because Christian Cage doesn't deserve any title.
Yeah, but I think we're gonna see Kenny lose maybe like in a month or so. Page maybe he's gonna come back like in 1 or 2 weeks.
Unless they want to set up Christian Cage in a bad spot to lose to Page when he's back. That way, it kicks up the rivalry between Page and Omega for the belt at this point.
Yeah, I don't like how they did.
That would be the one thing you could make Christian a transitional champion without making Omega look weak and kickstarting a feud. I don't know. That's just I'm not saying that's how I'd book it. But I feel like if Christian wins tonight, that's the angle.
Yeah. Yeah. But I see Kenny win tonight.
I don't. I think it was. I don't even think this match is warranted after he beat him already once. Like he's losing tonight. They're gonna make it look. They're gonna make it look good.
And they do a third match.
They're gonna make it look good. But Omega's winning, and they're gonna end the show with this. This is the main event. Come on, put Punk in the main event versus Allen. That should have been the main event.
So,
well, do we have
a surprise happens though?
Yeah, that's what it was reported earlier today. It's been confirmed that this is the main event.
I always prefer the tag match at
the what?
But that's me.
I think the tag match will be right before this. Unless they do the women's and do a co-main.
Yeah, no, I think Punk and Darby is going to co-main event.
Yeah, that should have been the main event in my opinion.
Yeah, especially with the hype of Punk wrestling his first match in forever.
Right.
And his hometown.
I think we've got
the show too.
You really, that would rub me the wrong way if they start the show.
What?
Yeah, but I think
Punk?
I think they're gonna start maybe with the Casino Battle Royale. That's gonna start the show.
Yeah, it would just I would like to see that match early, right, just in case. But at the same time,
So-
if you have that magnitude of a superstar starting the night, it doesn't
Yeah, I
hit right with a lot of
agree.
people.
You start off tonight with
Yeah.
something that's going to bring a lot of energy.
Right. But
I don't see anything on this card that's going to bring a lot of energy outside the tag title match.
well, Punk
And Punk and Allen, right?
Right.
Punk and Allen, but I don't see them starting. Like, they don't.
No.
Punk doesn't deserve to start. He deserves to be the main
That's
event
weird.
in his first time match.
That's what we were saying, right? You don't start that match for the night.
And what is Jericho's thing? What's the worst match on the card? The third match?
Maybe he starts it.
Yeah, that could be it too.
But what did Jericho say is like what's always the worst match on the card? Is it the second or the third match?
Usually the third, I'd say.
Oh, I'm not sure.
Yeah, because that'll be where QT and Paul
I
is.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's like the worst match of all for the night. That I don't know what's going
Yeah,
on with
that
that.
was bad.
That or the Moxley match are like the two that I'm least interested in.
Yeah, the
They should have Paul
two
White
had-
versus Mark Henry.
Oh my god,
Old
let the
school.
ring blow.
Jeez.
man.
You need to reinforce
Yeah.
the ring.
No, just let it go.
He's,
So, you've been with us now, guys, for 50 minutes. We've all expressed how we feel. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed what we had to say and have similar opinions, or you have your own. And if you do, by all means, join our Discord. We'd love to hear them. We're a very open community. We respect each other's opinions. Might not always like them, but we're respectful of them.
Well,
And
most of us are.
my end. Yeah. I will close out my end here with giving the show. We're gonna go out of a 10 this time. I'm gonna say it becomes an 8.5 out of 10.
All right, Flesh.
And we'll go Flash.
Depending on surprises, I would say 8.
8. All right. And Jeff.
Yeah, I'm gonna say 10 on 10. No, I'm joking.
10
Maybe
out of
I
10.
think a good.
Yeah.
I think a
In
good 9 on
fairness-
10. I think they're gonna surprise us.
So you're going 10 of 10 or 9 of 10?
9 or 10.
Okay. If you went 10 of 10, I would say it would be no surprise. He's the biggest AEW mark in the chat.
I'm gonna be a
Hey.
mark too much tonight.
I mean, I'm all AEW as well, so
Oh, but he's bigger. He wins. He's just the mark. All right. What does
All
Freak
out.
say?
What does Freak think?
What is your what's your number, Freak?
I'm going with
Out of 10.
8 too.
8. All right.
Yes.
And to close out, the man,
Yes.
Gals.
I think this pay-per-view is probably going to get about an 8.5 out of 10. There are some great things on the show, but there's things that are going to bring it down. Like the Paul White match, not needed. I don't think the Moxley
Yeah,
match.
it's gonna hurt.
I don't think the Moxley match is needed. And I know they put the 10-team tag on the buy-in because that was a late addition. So I can't be too upset about that. That was like a replacement match at the end. So I'm gonna go with an 8.5 out of 10 on this.
All right. Well, that seems to be the card for you guys with our predictions.
So before we go, I do want to make a little bit of announcement. We are going to be introducing a new show from the Off the Pod community. We are going to be doing a weekly show, typically on Sunday nights. It is going to be This Week in Wrestling, where we do a review of the previous week. So we can thank Flesh for coming up with the idea. Once
Then
he
you're gonna have to start watching Raw and SmackDown.
Once he brought the idea up to me, I liked it so much that I decided to go run with it. So our first show would be
That's nice.
our first show will be next Sunday. And then if there is a pay-per-view on the week, we're going to try to do it the Monday before Monday Night Raw after the pay-per-view, so we can incorporate the results from the pay-per-view and just make the show a little bit bigger.
Yeah, it makes
Right.
sense.
So I want to thank Flesh for coming out tonight. His first time on our show. I want to thank MJF, and I want to thank Freak. It was great to have everybody on here. I hope they enjoyed coming on, and I hope they could see how much I have changed towards AEW in the past couple months. Because if people have known me and have watched our other shows, I have really been against AEW, but over the last couple months I have been open to it more, and I've actually enjoyed it quite well.
It's true. It's true. It's damn true.
So, anybody have any final thoughts before we go?
Kurt Angle is gonna show up tonight.
Oh god,
Kurt Angle.
please no.
I mean, they wanted to sign him for like an 8-match deal, and he was like, no, that's too much.
Kurt Angle's
Oh,
gonna
they were
come out
done.
and help out Paul White.
Oh god.
And what is it going to be? What are we going to have? A faction? It's going to be like the Consortium of the Ancients or something? Like it's going to be like the old people home?
Mark Henry
The
Paul White.
yesteryears, the yesteryears main eventers. Alright? Oh, Christ. I was talking to my wife today, and this is going now that we're done with the All Out conversation. Wyndham Rotunda's contract is expiring around Halloween. If AEW starts promoting a Halloween-based show, we know who's coming.
Yeah, Bray's good. I think Bray's gonna end up coming in some type of way. Or
So, his 90-day non-compete expires on the 29th.
Right.
Which means he is free to appear anywhere starting the 30th.
Well, yeah.
yeah, I see him maybe with Malachi Black. That will make sense.
That'd be
Who
a
are we talking
sick.
about?
Me personally,
Uh,
I think he's
Bray
going.
Wyatt.
I think he's going to Impact.
He's a two.
I had thought that a lot, but if he enters AEW strictly under like a Fiend-ish type character, he'll do fine.
AEW won't.
is
AEW
it-
won't know what to do with it.
I think his name is
things
too
that
big
I've been
for
reading-
him to go in Impact. His name is too big. He's too
Things I've been reading about him.
for just an Impact.
I've been reading a lot of stuff about
I
him
thought
too,
he-
and the things I've been reading is he's staying with WWE.
I don't see
He's
it.
going to sign a new contract.
No.
If you've been reading this, please send it to me because I would like to see this as well.
Yeah, I'll have to find it again. But yeah, I saw a couple of things that I read in. They are selling more merchandise again of his.
They are, but this is got to remember this is all stuff that was already pre-ordered before they released them. Just like
Right.
Just
Not
like-
in AEW, but
the Funko Pop that's coming out in December. That was also pre-designed ahead of time, which would be weird if he does go to another organization and they have a Funko Pop come out while he's with another organization. So that could be a sign that he is coming back. I don't know. I'm not going to speculate,
right.
but
I don't think so.
I don't believe he is. I think they ruined the relationship by doing what they did.
Yeah, exactly.
But would I love to see him back
we never know.
in WWE? Yes. But if not, I really think he can go to Impact because they've done with characters like that before, and I just think it would
I think
make
he'd fit well there.
he would fit very well there, and it would just make them a more mainstream show, and it probably would get them a better sponsorship and a better TV deal.
You guys think about Braun Strowman?
What if
Strowman,
Malachi Black said? What if Malachi Black and Bray teams up and wins the tag titles from the Young Bucks?
so you mean the Young Bucks are going to hold it for another 2 months? And by the time they build up to the number 1 spot, another 6 months from there, yeah, I don't see them holding it for another 8 months.
Me neither.
Black is doing his own thing right now.
Yeah, I think
coming in
No,
and
Black has mentioned that he is creating a House of Black, and he did mention Abaddon. So we could look forward. We could look to seeing that there. That was something that I did read.
And that's
But
why
if
I
he's
see
the
Bray
leader-
with them.
But if he's the leader, do you see
And
Bray Wyatt not being a leader of his own faction?
Correct.
I much do. Hang on one sec. Think about $1 Million Man and IRS back in the day. You consider IRS a leader of sorts in the locker room, but he worked well with $1 Million. And Bray is kind of
I
like
can
his
see it
dad,
happen.
I'm not going to call him Bray because he's not Bray anymore. Wyndham is just like his father. He'll do what he needs to do for the business.
Yeah.
So, here's my thing on this. Braun Strowman is having a match on October 1st with EC3 on the Free the Narrative website.
Yeah.
Yep.
Then, you also still have Eric Redbeard out there. Why can't he reform another new Wyatt family in Impact? Because AEW's not going to sign all three of them.
Ooh, he could come to Impact with them as the Cult of Wyndham.
Exactly.
Interesting.
So there's lots of possibilities out there. Everybody has different things. But this is why I enjoy everybody being on our Discord server, and this is why we like everybody, because we all have different opinions, but we bounce it off of each other. We don't argue. We suggest. We talk. It's great.
Quick question before we go.
Yep.
What are the surprises that might see tonight? Like some debuts,
Well,
some comebacks.
Bryan Danielson is back.
Bryan Danielson,
For sure.
Ruby Soho.
Yep.
Yeah. I think those two for
What
sure.
are your
People
bold predictions now?
people were saying that the Iconics or whatever their new name is could show up tonight. The Iconics or whatever their name is.
Impact.
Yeah,
Yeah, they can go to Impact.
It makes more sense to go to Impact because they have tag titles, in my opinion.
I don't want them
I
on my
was
show.
about to tell that for
We could see the Butcher and Blade come back.
the surprise for Casey to come join the.
I don't know. I think the big surprise we're going to get tonight is Bryan Danielson.
Yeah.
And I don't know who, and maybe Ric Flair.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ric Flair coming out with Andrade.
Can Ric Flair appear on American television though?
Yep, he doesn't have a non-compete.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just asking.
No, trust me. People were questioning how he could appear in AAA, essentially so quickly.
Well,
It's
that's not technically America, right?
right, but it's still when they questioned that, they found out he actually doesn't have a non-compete.
Maybe we see someone
Bold
from
prediction.
AAA too tonight.
Bold prediction of the night. That absolutely will not happen. But I'd probably mark out Mark Calloway showing up in AEW.
It's funny that you mentioned that with all the rumors that he's going to be in SmackDown next week.
Taker has not been quiet about voicing his opinion with the current state of WWE.
Yes, but he also signed a 30-year deal, so.
I mean, he's Mark fucking Calloway. Who you really gonna challenge on that? Give him a fine? He'll do what he wants. He doesn't care. But
Bigger than WWE.
but Mark Calloway is very loyal to a man named Vince
Yeah.
McMahon.
Yeah,
Like a 20-year contract.
yeah, he does.
Oh, he might be released.
But there are rumors that have started circulating today that he's actually going to be at SmackDown next week. So,
It is what it is.
I'm gonna be there. So if he does, I'm gonna mark out so bad. So I'm going to the show.
But I will say this: if he shows up in WWE before Bray Wyatt comes back, if he goes back to WWE, I'm done. Because they're wasting this money on old guys. No offense to Mark Calloway, love Taker, but come on.
Taker is still signed with the company.
Where? Show me this document.
He signed a 20-year deal with them. He's never going anywhere else.
Tired. Oh my god. like retired. He didn't say I'm going on IR for the rest of my career.
And just like Goldberg's gonna fight one more match, he's doing it this year to get out of the contract. So, AEW next year.
That man just. Oh God.
All right, enough with that.
Goldberg just needs to fade into the dark and just disappear.
Yeah,
like
I've
he
had
did for
enough
10
of that.
years.
I think we've all had enough of that.
Delete.
Even the people that just started watching wrestling have already had enough of Goldberg. Okay, like we've been dealing with this for like 20 years now. Just go away.
Yeah.
It was cool when he first came back to WWE, but he showed that he could not go anymore.
A match with him and Undertaker. What?
He almost ruined Taker completely. Like, anyways, that's a different subject for a different podcast.
Correct. So, without further
We can go
ado,
all night with this, but we can't. So,
I just wanted to thank everybody for coming out. Thank you, MJF. Thanks, Flesh. Thanks, Freak and Shadow. It was a great show, and we hope to do it again soon.
Good.
Peace.
Catch you guys later.
See you guys.